Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Warriors are improving with each game this season and are close to making the playoffs, and their rivals are worried and fearful that the Warriors will reach the Western Conference Finals. The Warriors will be upgrading for next season, and one player who could arrive is Russell Westbrook, who is a scorer and had a bad time with the Lakers, but could return to playing the way he knows alongside Stephen Curry. Rumors: Warriors are interested in signing Russell Westbrook to be the sixth man. The Golden State Warriors continue to roll since the acquisition of ex-Miami Heat superstar Jimmy Butler prior to the February 6 trade deadline, as their recent string of wins over the Memphis Grizzlies, Los Angeles Lakers and Denver Nuggets have positioned the group as the number 5 seed in the Western Conference. Golden State's four-time NBA champion and two-time league MVP Stephen Curry has been utterly dominant against each of their last three opponents, as he averaged 41.7 points on a ridiculous 71.4% true shooting percentage over the course of that important stretch. In their latest matchup against Denver on Friday night, Curry poured in 36 points and knocked down 7 of his 15 attempts from three-point range in a 118-104 triumph. Although they came out the victor, Golden State likely entered the contest with a specific focus on shutting down the Nuggets' 2017 league MVP Russell Westbrook, as the 36-year-old previously led the charge for his team in an upset 114-105 win against Golden State on March 17 without three-time MVP Nikola Jokic or Jamal Murray in the lineup. He did so by compiling an impressive 12-point, 12-rebound, 16-assist triple-double in 42 minutes of work. With Westbrook's masterful performance in mind, the former Oklahoma City Thunder superstar could also have convinced the Warriors' general manager Mike Dunleavy to look into his availability as an impending unrestricted free agent this summer, which might end with the 9-time All-Star and 2-time scoring champion joining forces with Curry to hopefully capture a title in 2025-26. Though this hypothetical signing may not come to fruition in the coming months, Westbrook teaming up with Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green to run the dynastic franchise's bench unit could ultimately lead the team to success in the immediate future. In season number 17, the fiery 6'4" guard has contributed 13.3 points, 6.2 assists and 5.0 rebounds on a 53.1% true shooting percentage in 71 appearances for the Nuggets while captaining their reserves. If Westbrook were to fill the same role for the Warriors alongside rising prospects Brandon Podziemski, Jonathan Kuminga, and Moses Moody, he may be able to put the young trio in position to receive easy looks on the offensive end while remaining an active and energetic presence on defense. Curry and Westbrook on the same team would not have been imaginable a decade ago, but the latter guard's transition to becoming a dependable backup option could give the pair an opportunity to make it happen. Whether the Warriors front office will show real interest in the high-flying guard and future Hall of Famer is still up in the air, but his prospective arrival in Golden State this summer may further strengthen what could be a title-winning core in 2025-26. The Golden State Warriors are peaking at the right time, and there is one key reason behind it, according to Draymond Green. The Golden State Warriors pulled off another crucial victory, this time over the Denver Nuggets. It was yet another statement victory from the side. Going back-to-back nights and winning against two of the best teams in the NBA is no small feat, but the Warriors made it look easy. Warriors fans are now dreaming of a fifth championship for Stephen Curry. And with the way they're playing, it would be hard not to give them that distinction. If you ask Draymond Green what's behind this sensational run of form, he will tell you there is a unique attribute the Warriors now possess. Draymond Green, Warriors found their joy. When things were at their worst between Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, the former All-Star famously said he wanted to get his joy back playing basketball, regardless of where it was. "I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball. Wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. I'm happy here off the court." It certainly looks like Butler may have found it on the Warriors. Speaking after the incredible Golden State Warriors win, Draymond Green was asked what the locker room morale is looking like. Green noted that joy is central to their team's success. Players like Stephen Curry help spread the wealth within the locker room, allowing all of the team to find their joy. He added that it's good for them. I think joy is one of our core principles. You got a leader like Stephen Curry who has a joy about life, it trickles down to everybody. I think we all found our joy. And it's good for this group. If you're a player on the Golden State Warriors, it's hard not to be joyful. The pair of Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler are 20-2 with the Warriors when they play. Warriors peaking ahead of playoffs. The Golden State Warriors are on a hot streak right now. Getting big wins like this over good teams, so close to the playoffs, has to boost their confidence. While Jimmy Butler is not an obvious superstar in Steve Kerr's eyes, his impact on this team is undeniable. The Warriors have to be considered a threat in the playoffs. Kendrick Perkins believes Draymond Green is the rightful DPOY winner this year. If all of their players play to their full potential, there aren't a lot of teams in the Western Conference that can stop them from reaching the NBA Finals. Steve Kerr names the one biggest beneficiary of the Jimmy Butler trade on the Golden State Warriors: great connection. The Golden State Warriors are the NBA's informed team, and they have been laying down a marker recently. Since the All-Star break, the Golden State Warriors have been stacking up wins. Their latest 3 over the Memphis Grizzlies, LA Lakers, and Denver Nuggets were especially significant. Gaining ground on each of their competitors, the Warriors have proven themselves as genuine contenders, a stunning turnaround from their mid-season form. The Jimmy Butler trade changed the Warriors' season, and team legend Chris Mullin believes his pairing with Stephen Curry can equalize the Lakers' LeBron James and Luka Doncic duo. But it is another player whose partnership with Jimmy Butler has caught the eye of head coach Steve Kerr. Brandon Podziemski had 28 points in the Warriors' win over the LA Lakers, earning praise for his outstanding performance. He had 26 points in the subsequent win over the Denver Nuggets, and the sophomore player is having a great impact right now. Steve Kerr is thrilled with how he is playing, speaking glowingly in his post-game press conference about his boost since the Butler trade. He said, "Brandon is probably the biggest beneficiary of the Jimmy trade. They have a really good connection together. Jimmy makes everybody better, but he's especially making Brandon better. Brandon is just playing with the confidence that comes with second year, starting 30-plus minutes every night. Shots not always going to be there, but it's going to be consistent over time. The way he's playing, the way he feels, he's a big-time player." Elaborating more on how Butler has benefited Podziemski, Kerr referred to the calmness and efficiency Butler has brought to the team. He said, "Jimmy makes the right play every single time, he draws attention, never turns it over. They have a great connection, two-man game, and they find each other, and the game flows. The game really flows with those two out there. It's a puzzle. It's a 5-man puzzle, and we found a really good starting group. Brandon Podziemski is benefiting." Steve Kerr was not happy with Brandon Podziemski's decision-making and performances during the early part of the NBA season. Speaking in late February, Kerr said he believed Podziemski could be a winner from the Butler trade, encouraged by how they complement one another. Weeks on, now in early April, Kerr's comments back up what he hoped for. Podziemski has clearly benefited from the former Heat star being traded to the Warriors. Against the Lakers, he had 8 three-pointers, helping him go above 25 points, while also adding 5 rebounds and 5 assists. The only other Warriors players to do this in a game are Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry, elite company. Warriors star Draymond Green seeking to make NBA history. The Golden State Warriors have transformed their team since the acquisition of Jimmy Butler, as they've only lost 2 games with both him and Steph Curry in the lineup. With 5 games left in the season, a 4-1 record during that stretch would give Golden State 50 wins in a season that at one point looked like was lost. While Curry and Butler have been great, it's also been a standout season for Golden State's veteran defensive anchor, Draymond Green. The 8-time All-Defensive Team member has averaged 1.4 steals and 1.0 blocks this season and has bolstered those averages since the All-Star break. Eyeing a second Defensive Player of the Year award, it would be NBA history for the NBA champion. At 35 years old, Green would become the oldest player in NBA history to win the Defensive Player of the Year trophy. Green would surpass NBA Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo, who was 34 years old when he won in the 2000-2001 season for the fourth time in his career. In terms of betting odds, Green remains the favorite to win the award across multiple sites, with Cleveland Cavaliers' Evan Mobley and Oklahoma City Thunder's Lu Dort also in the running. With big moments for Green, like his clutch strip against the Los Angeles Lakers the other night, it could be enough to push voters to give him the honor yet again. However, the top goal remains winning an NBA championship, as Green would further climb up the all-time rankings with 2 Defensive Player of the Year wins and a 5th NBA Finals victory if they can make it through a likely tough playoff run ahead.